that's huge to be there. But then we have to flip it to the other side. And the other side, you got some of these veteran quarterbacks that are absent from OTAs. And I'm begging the question, should we be concerned? And I got the list down here. Obviously, Lamar, we'll get into that. Baker Mayfield, who could see himself thrust up to number one. Aaron Rodgers, Nick's favorite guy. My favorite guy, and Katie's favorite, is Tom Brady. And then
not TV.
Kyler Murray. So you guys have both discussed. Some people, Nathan, you were saying some people, dealing with contract issues and not necessarily being paid yet. Some people just being by their name, people just are like, they're just, some people on here are just sitting here and kind of, I mean, who I am. Like, what are we talking about? They're sitting here like,
listen,
hey,
we talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice, not a game, not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly
is that? How silly. But you look at this list. You look at this list. You got Aaron Rodgers. You got Tom Brady, who are some reason the notable exceptions. But at the same time, it's like, well, really? Don't you? I mean, I get that they're veterans. I get that they've done this. Tom Brady's done this so many times. But what makes them so much much different than Lamar, Kyler? Now, Kyler, I know he's fighting for his bag, and Aaron. But I'm gonna let you go first, Nick, because I get Tom Brady. I get that Tom Brady is obviously, in a lot of people's eyes, a God among men. But Aaron Rodgers is not. He's
only got one ring.
Right. So why is he able to
1-5 in NFC Championship games?
Oh,
we
thanks,
know.
There you go. Thanks for
That's
that.
right.
Thanks.
1-5, baby.
Let it go.
I'm
Nick.
just saying. No, I'm not. You want to keep showing the trophy video? Aaron Rodgers is 1-5 in NFC Championship game. I know. Yes, I know it's a team sport, but he's the quarterback. So enough of that. But anyways, no. I mean, but see, that's the thing, though. One of the reasons why I started picking on Aaron Rodgers to begin with, as since you brought it up and threw it to me right away with that, is that I just felt like he's supposed to be the leader of your team, right? Aaron Rodgers is the man in Green Bay. Oh, I don't need to show up for OTAs. Oh, I'm going to be kissing my girlfriend under waterfalls in Hawaii. Why should I be there with you guys? And look what happened. You had a very successful season to a point, and I'm not saying that one correlates to the other, but this is the thing, man. Like you said, it's all about the team. If you're about the team, then you should want to be at all the team activities. Right. You should want to be there with the guys going, hey, let's work on this. Let's work on that. I'm your guy. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you like. I'll get you the ball. Trust me. And again, Aaron is very good at those things, I'm sure. But that's my point. At some of the other stuff, he's really not. Mm-hmm. And that's being the leader of that team. And that's why I say, they haven't had great success. They're a good team, and Aaron's a good quarterback. But when you can't put all the elements together, you don't win. Right. And when it counts, let's put it that way. You'll win in the regular season because you play, 16 different teams. But the point is, you don't just play to win in the regular season. You play to win in the postseason or win championships and all that. Yeah. And so, fine. I don't want to go to OTAs because I don't feel I need to. Well, it's not just all about, it's not for you. As a matter of fact, at this point in their careers, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, it's not for them anyways, obviously. Right. It's so that, it's for the new guys, and for the new signees, and for the new guys coming in from other teams. That should be your reason for wanting to be there. Right. And that's all I'm saying. Yeah. So if you think it's beneath you, or because you got 8 rings, whatever, you don't need to go, hey, I'm not your coach. If your coach says, fine, Tom, you don't have to be there, then that's on him. Right. But I think you should be there. I think it speaks volumes that the most important position in football these days, which is the quarterback, should be the leader of the team. That's all.
I agree. Yeah. No, look, I agree. And let's, like I said, and I will keep saying this, Tom Brady is an anomaly. He, in my opinion, should not be on this list. And I agree with you as a football guy. I agree with you. If I want my leader to be there. I don't care if my leader is this stallion that's off doing that. No, I still want him there because that I can see him. I respect that.
Yeah.
Now, I also respect that this is a business because 3 other names on this list are all due for a paycheck. Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson. Now,
Go ahead. Finish your statement.
What did you have to say? Because I was gonna send it to Nate. What do you have to say?
Yeah, no. Then go ahead, Nate, because I got something to say about it.
Well, yeah, because my thing was, you see these guys, and we have all these commentators and voices coming out and talking and saying, "Oh, exactly what you're saying. He's the leader of the team. He should be there. We really want him there." And it shows that a leader, this person, he was there, and why can't you be? So I get that, but at the same time, in the business aspect and in the fact that this is a 12-month business, like OTAs should not define how much a guy has been working out with his team. OTAs is just when we all know that's the day that everybody can come together officially,
right?
And
yes, as it right first.
So that's my position on it. I get Tom Brady he's gonna get the pass, but to your point about Aaron Rodgers, Nick, I don't think he deserves that pass, especially with the stuff he's been pulling.
He shouldn't. He should be there, and especially now he lost his number 1 wide receiver. He's definitely got something to prove.
He needs to be working out with these guys because he doesn't have anybody. You know what I mean? But speak to that. You got these other 3 guys that are definitely due for a contract, but why are they getting so much attention? I mean, Baker, he definitely needs to be there, but I get why he's not because they did him so dirty. But now he might be in line for that number 1. So, like, what? Talk to me. I know you got some frustrations. Talk to me, Nate.
Well, number 1, y'all have heard me say this, and I'm gonna continue to say it, media controls and spins the narrative. Media has nothing better to talk about. We all know, for example, and it's no secret, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a Ravens fan. We all know that this is Lamar's contract year.
Yes.
I've heard people say that he shouldn't even touch the field until he gets a contract. I've heard people say he needs to be out there with his teammates. Because I've looked at Kyler, Baker, Lamar as a next group of guys in that echelon of guys that can take the NFL to where it should be, getting past the Tom Brady's, the Drew Breeses of the world, Aaron Rodgers. They're young and they should be there. But I have an issue where the media doesn't acknowledge what these guys are doing during the off season. Right. It's not like they're not working out with, I've seen there are videos of Lamar Jackson, for example, working with his quarterback coach. He's worked with Rashard Bateman, Poche, Duvernay. He's worked with those guys. It's almost as if that gets ignored. Like I've heard Chris Sims come out and say he needs to be out there to set the example for the team. I get it. He's the leader. But there were other veterans on that list for the Ravens that didn't show up. Like, I just feel like, again, it's voluntary. If that's the case, then we need to really change what OTAs stands for. It needs to be mandatory when guys show up. Right. Like, you've got, this is what, the week 3 of the OTAs. This isn't like 2 months into training camp. Right. If this was, and then that's something different. But I'm not going to panic, and I shouldn't be creating a story because the guy didn't show up.
Yeah. Right.
For minutes. And when you clearly see, well, he has been working out. These guys, now Baker, I think, like you say, he's been screwed by Cleveland. So I think he really hoped on getting out of there. Kyler Murray, if anything, his ass needs to be there. After that atrocious performance in the playoffs against the Rams, and then with the stunt he pulled with his agent, writing that lovely letter, that wasn't Kyler, that was his agent. His ass needs to be in training camp. Excuse my French. So if anything, I mean, they all need to be there, but I think it's more of the optics. Yeah, I think where the media doesn't want to talk about, they don't want to focus on that. They just want to create ESPN, on, NBC Sports. They just want to create their narratives and say, look, they're not coming because of this, and they need to be out there and stop being selfish.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, that was my thing. That's what I wanted the thing I wanted to interject with was Kyler Murray. I thought of all the guys we talked about, he's the one who actually needs to show a little good faith, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of being there and kind of going, I know you want your contract, and no one says you're not going to be a great quarterback and that you don't deserve. But up to this point, let's look at the resume. Not as impressive, if I can say that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you had good years. You've had some good years. Your team, you're on a good team. They're improving. But no playoff, no real playoff thing to speak of.
Right.
You missed the 1 year by losing the last game of the season. And then you get in and lose the first round, like you're out. So, I mean, it's not like you've done everything for them to go, we're going to throw this money at you. You're our guy for the next 10 years. Like then I think from what I gather, that's the kind of contract he's looking for. He's looking for a nice long-term deal, right? To stay with the Cardinals. Well, if I'm the Cardinals, I'm like, dude, you got to show me a little something too.
Right.
Because up to this point, I don't feel that you have. And like you said, whether it was his agent, whatever, that guy speaks for you.
Yeah.
So he screwed you even more with that letter. You know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of repair to do. No, you've got a lot of repair to do. And so to me, he's one guy who not only should be there, he should come out and have a spectacular year and then go, look, this is why I deserve this money. That's me. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we know what rules the day is that market, and one of the things that we can look at, because it's not just quarterbacks that are not at OTAs.
Right.
You got Debo Samuel. He wanted that new contract.
But
he
they won't trade him though.
Right.
They won't trade him.
Right.
They keep saying that.
And that's huge, but he's not there. Our guy, student coming Washington, Terry McLaurin. We're still trying to sign him to that extension. We have the money. I'm sitting here like, let's do it. I've heard people say get ahead of the game and trade him and do that. I'm like, no. I don't want that. I'm of the belief that you need to build, and you need to build on your cornerstones. He is a cornerstone of this team. I definitely think we need to keep him. You have a couple guys. So Aaron Donald. Now Aaron Donald is in the middle because he
got
could
his money today.
He did. You're absolutely right.
$60
he
million
got his money
for the 2 years.
But even if he
So
didn't
he
want
got
to,
his money. He got his money.
And everything that he's been saying is like, I can take it or leave it. I'm glad he got his money.
We're only going to have the best defense in the NFL again. No big deal.
Right. It's
We're
just
the Rams. Come on.
us.
We got our quarterback.
Well, Buffalo.
Maybe we'll win another Super Bowl. Look at
Nate. Do we see our Rams?
Nate, not a Rams fan. Nate, come on, not a Rams fan.
He likes that quarterback, Matt Stafford.
You like that Matt Stafford? You like that Matt Stafford? How about that Matt Stafford? Right. How about that Matt Stafford? How about that kid, huh? Detroit. No.
He's out. He's out. We triggered him.
We got him.
But
Matt Stafford to get Nate going.
But these other guys, but to your guys' points, these other guys also are looking for a contract or potentially trying to parlay what they have into something more. And you're missing very valuable time. How many times middle of the season?
Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So how many times in the middle of the season
do we prove something?
Right. How many times in the middle of the season we say, "Oh, this guy doesn't have his legs under him yet,"
right?
Because he wasn't out there, doing.
He's not practicing now with everybody else running and drilling and doing all that stuff, right?
No,
well, I wasn't on my own.
Now that doesn't apply. Now that doesn't apply to every case.
No,
it doesn't apply to every case, and this is more towards some of these other guys like Jesse Bates and Kenny Moore, who are guys kind of like trying to get like Xavier Howard, where it's like, okay, we had a good year.
Byron Jones money.
Right. And it's like, no, you got to do. You have to be there. I'm one of the people that's like 1 year in this league. I don't care how great of a season you had. RG3 had a great season 1 year. That doesn't define your career. So people are going to they're going to hype you up and like, oh, look how great he was. That's fine, but you still have to prove it, in my opinion. These guys that have proven it year in and year out, I'm not as worried about that. I'm just more worried about, if they're going to be their legs are going to be ready. But some of these other guys on this list, I'm sitting here like, you need to get
be in
somewhere.
camp.
Right.
Chuck Clark, they're talking about trading him, and he still showed up. I mean, you got to get out, be out there. It's not, it's not about you. It's about the team. But that's the problem with the modern day athlete.
It is a big problem because it became such a business. People are always out for themselves.
Well,
no one wants to be the team guy anymore. But that is a big problem. It's a huge. We could do a 3-hour show on that one, but that's it.
Well, yeah, I mean that's where we're gonna have to bridge that to college.
That's another time, right? That's another time, right? Oh.
College football is becoming.
Don't start the NIL stuff. Don't get
started. I agree. I agree with you because a lot of people sit here and they're like, "Oh, the NIL now all of a sudden these guys are getting money." Man, look, if you do not know, go watch the 30 for 30 about SMU. The Pony XS. People have been getting money for years. They've been getting it for years. Suitcase and $100 handshakes. The Grand Dam, all this stuff. They've been getting this stuff for years. This is nothing new. Now I was telling Nate about it last time we talked. This is kind of, in my opinion, kind of like how America's done marijuana. It's kind of like if for a while it was on this this deep secret thing. Now it's just like, there's money in it. Let's tax that. Let's see if we can get a chunk out of it. That's what they're doing now. This has always been going on, but now they're like, we can sign a deal. We can put some stipulations on this. Oh, okay, yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's not. Next subject. Where we're at?
Yeah, right. Now I did want to shout out one of our guys, Colin Walsh, Dylan's brother, who will be with us in the fall. Colin, we're definitely gonna have to get him on here. Now, Nathan Collins said, I'm honestly of the opinion Lamar will be done in Baltimore in the next few years. His opinion, they haven't had a good single receiver around him. Hollywood was decent, and they traded him away. Now, I will ask. Oh my goodness,
Rashad Bateman, baby.
Exactly. Mark Andrews.
Rashad's going to be a beast.
Rashad's going to dominate. He's going to dominate. He said Mark and Rashawn are their entire offense. Well, let's be honest. Their offense last year was hurt. Their entire offense was hurt last year, so we can't. Let's not put it on that.
Every running back was out.
Right. And all their secondary was out towards the end of the year. My question that I will ask from this though, he's saying and done in the next few years. My opinion, that says 4 years.
Right.
If he gets maybe a 3-4 year contract, could that possibly be? I know you don't want to look that far in the future, but I mean, how long does Baltimore give him a blank check and say, however long you want to be here, we'll keep you? Or like, what do you think, Nate?
Time to go.
We'll end on that one.
Nice and easy.
I don't know how you do things on your late night show, sir, but we kind of.
That's not responsible.
Wow. Is he the
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna say 5-6 year deal. He can opt out of this 5th or 6th year. But the team has to be that bad for him to say, "I'm on out."
For them to opt out, you think? Yeah.
Does he have the no trade clause, that type of thing? Does he put that in his contract? Or
I could see something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think again, the team has to be in a situation where it's not that good.
Okay.
In my personal opinion, from the one out. Not like Joe Flacco money, where you get him 120 million in the next few years.
But he won that ring.
I understand that.
That's the only thing I can explain why they would have.
I'm talking about what he done for me lately after the ring.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, he got the big money.
But he didn't need to. Yeah, right. He got the truck. He got the big money. He didn't need to do anything else. Unfortunately.
Back up the truck.
They should never have given him that truck. But that's beyond.
Well, I mean, if we want to do bad football deals, there's a million of them out there.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. But Washington has the top 15.
And I mean, real quick, this notion, I mean, the receiver thing, they'll be fine. I'm let's just leave it at that.
I'm in the belief that they will as well.
Leave it as fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.